Hi there, I'm Matt Keene. Thanks for visiting Creating a Future We Want, the Visionary Evaluation series, where I go through each page of this book and make a little video about it. Why? That's another video. So, here we are on page 24, the setting. The setting, I'm in the screenplay. One of the thing that I spent the most effort contributing to this book, putting together this screenplay. The setting: a circular room with warm lighting and rich acoustics, walls and ceiling of glass. 8 comfortable, formal chairs circle the room with a small, circular, slightly raised platform in the center. The meeting room is equipped with holography presentation technology and located on a spacecraft in low Earth orbit in 2030. That's the setting. And the next is the list of characters. Now, this, for me, right? So that's the setting for the entire screenplay, right? It's like dinner with Andre. Just no moving, everyone same place. And I spent a lot of time thinking about the characters. Like, there's 8. And I wrote pretty detailed biographies for each of them. And I thought a lot about this concept of diversity and various dimensions of diversity, right? So we have Ezekiel, Gretchen, Ula, Jackie, Lovett, Philip, Soho, and Sophia. And at the bottom of every few pages is a little table that says a few things about each of them. When we're having the screenplay sort of reviewed by folks in our field, right, in the discipline that this is going to, they'd say, I was losing track of who people were, and, is there any ways that I could, keep track of it? So we included this at the end, so it says, like Jackie, of South African and Cuban descent, Gretchen, Northern European, says their ages. So I was thinking about diversity in terms of a lot of, of course, like where someone's from, Japanese American, the type of work that they do. There's, in 2030, right, impact artist, neuroscientist, attorney, technology entrepreneur, general development, general, 4-star general, and development strategist, impact ecologist. So a lot of, and then so we're Mexican American, family exiled from Iran, different backgrounds, family histories, and I tried to write about them a little bit, right, in a biography before I ever wrote the first sentence about for the script. It's just my way of kind of beginning to. This may be what everyone does, but I've never written a script, and this one is not a good not a good first attempt, I'm sure, but it's something. At least I tried, I suppose. But I also spent a lot of time thinking about diversity in terms of, like, okay, if one person's like a technologist in 2030, another person who's at the state of the art of technology in like the 50s or 60s, so different ages in industrial, or the information age and the industrial age, try to have those perspectives represented. Certainly different professions, different disciplines, different traditions, cultures, personality types. This was something, right? I kind of went through different ways of thinking about, assigning, they're an INFJ, or is that even right? INFJ. Or they're an ENTP. Am I getting, these different personality types, and then trying to imagine, like how they would learn if they had those dimensions to their person, how they would learn and communicate, how they'd evaluate, what values might they come to develop given the history, right? And where does all this come from? Mostly from personal experience. Like, I sort of have a person or a group of people in mind for each of these folks who are characters in the script. So that's some of who they are. We'll go into more of who each person is and some of their background, maybe even do a little video about each biography of each person. But that's where we start. 8 people, same people through the whole thing, conversations, and really their conversations, because it takes place in 2030, are just a long series of, from the author, visions sort of strung together by actions and outcomes and the values of the people participating. I'm Matt Keene. Thanks for visiting Creating a Future We Want, the Visionary Evaluation Series. What do you want to hear about next?